Community service, community philanthropy is hopefully in your DNA. You seek out opportunities to try to help the community. And United Way, as I say, was an organization that I started to understand the model. I started to believe in the model. So very early on, it was something that we started making contributions to. If you want to take a broader approach, I want my community to be the best community that it can be. United Way provides that opportunity, number one. Number two, it does so primarily through local volunteers. My vision or my view has always been that the volunteers are the heart and soul of the organization. The professional staff manages that enthusiasm, that philanthropic sentiment, but at the core of everything is simply people trying to make their community a better place. The third thing I like about United Way is the way that it's always searching to make the best use of the money that's donated to it. Needs in a community change, particularly if you're dealing with an organization like United Way, which has been in this community since roughly 1960. Those needs change, and United Way is always searching for the most critical needs, the best way to take the donated dollar and have the greatest impact in the community. I like that about the organization. And one of the things I wanted to make sure was that when the time came for this gift to be made, I wanted to make sure it was simple, that it happened easily. So we kept it simple. We simply have a pour over will that pours into a trust. The trust sets forth our estate plan, and we simply amended it to add a provision saying that off the top, X% of our estate will go to the United Way Foundation. Deb and I decided to make our gift unrestricted because, again, you need to understand that an important component to us of United Way is that the organization is always looking at community needs as they evolve or change with time. It has citizens looking at that issue and making the best decision for how funds need to be spent at that point in time. So if we restricted our gift today to what we believe is most important today, that may not be what's most important 5, 10, 20 years down the road. So if you have confidence in the organization to continue to examine what's important and to put the dollars where the greatest and most important needs are at that point in time, if you have that confidence, then it makes more sense to me in the long term to give the money to that process rather than me today try to decide what the most important thing is going to be, again, 5, 10, or 20 years down the road. Deb and I have had the opportunity over the years to witness many of these agencies that are funded by the United Way. One that comes to mind particularly is the Senior Resource Association. Of course, it's obvious in this community that we have a large senior population, and an organization like the Senior Resource Association is focused right on that population. So they have wonderful programs. They have Meals on Wheels. Someone is checking on the elderly, usually housebound person. Someone is providing some companionship to that person. Those things, they're intangible, but they're a great help to the elderly. To me, the vision for the community is that we focus on the great poverty areas, and we do all that we can to lift them out of that poverty and bring them to a more comfortable and enjoyable life. If you're considering a gift to United Way, I would say to you a couple of things. Number one, get to know the organization, because if you get to know the organization, that will create confidence. You will start to understand that this organization has longevity. It has a model or a system that is designed to have a great impact in the community, and it will be here for many, many years to come. So if you want to have an impact, a positive impact in this community, I would ask you to seriously consider making a contribution to United Way.